Hey guys, welcome to the July briefing. We have some topics we were really excited to talk about, some upcoming stuff that we're even more excited about, and some news regarding some guns. First of all, we wanted to talk about one of the members in our group, CJ Ratliff. Unfortunately, he died a little while ago, and we're dedicating this next game, Jungle Assault, to CJ. He's done so much for this group. I can't even sum it up in this video or any video. By far the most dedicated airsofter we have ever had, by far. So it's a huge loss for Wolf, and it's a huge loss for anyone who knew him. Every game after this is just going to be different, without him there. So, I send my regards to the family, and it's just a sad thing, but we'll keep pressing forward. Andy, do you have anything to say?
Yeah, going to CJ's viewing and his funeral, seeing the family, was an encouragement to see them make it through the way that they did.
Yeah.
One of the things that the dad said that has inspired me is at CJ's funeral, 12 people made a confession of faith. And he said, if my son's life mean that 12 people came to the Lord, it has to be worth it. Who's to say that one life is more valuable than another? And there's just so much I didn't know about CJ. But as far as the airsoft group goes, we get together to play airsoft and have a good time. And losing a dedicated player like that, he brought a lot of guys with him. Because he showed up, a lot of other guys showed up. And that having guys there kind of makes the game. When there's not many people know this. We had one game where there were 3 guys. Me, Caleb, and one other guy. We made the best of it. We still played for like 2 hours, and it was 1 versus 2. We switched it up a little bit. We had fun, but I'll guarantee you this, 12 guys is a heck of a lot more fun than 3. So we're going to miss CJ more, not just for what he did for the airsoft group, but for who he was as a person. The little bit that I did get to know him, I liked. And our prayers go out to his family, to Camden, and any of his friends that came. And we hope that you can come and continue playing with us. And we'll do what we can to honor the memory of CJ and the group and continue it growing. He made business cards to hand out. He invited complete strangers. He invited everybody. And he had high hopes for the group, and his dad kind of told me some of the hopes that he had for the group, and I want to continue that. So, moving on.
He was only part of our group since February.
Yeah.
February. And he made that much of an impact. I said this before to Andy. I challenge any one of you to be as dedicated to CJ, and it's already not possible because he was only part of our group for a very, very short amount of time. So it'll be a challenge to maybe fill half of the gap. But it's just a amount of work. But moving on, I want to hit on something that was really prevalent last game about language. I'm not going to tolerate it. This is our event. We're noob friendly, and I say that in the most respectful way as I can. But if you're using language and hurting someone else to the point where they are so frustrated that they want to stop playing, you can leave. And I'm dead serious about that. It's not going to be tolerated. And what I mean by language is insulting someone insulting someone in general. That's just, don't do that. Cursing them out for their religious beliefs. No matter if you agree with them or not, that's the belief that they hold at that point. Why? I really don't understand that. And we'll give you a warning or something like that if it gets out of hand. I don't want it to be kindergarten, but I mean, this is like elementary stuff. Like this is so self-explanatory. I don't even know why I'm talking about it.
We don't really need to hit on it. I started playing airsoft with spring guns and in my backyard with some friends, whenever I could, with whoever would play it, for fun. And 99% of the time it's fun. Now, there will be the instances where, and it's happened between TJ and I, when we started playing with AAGs, when we started playing with Caleb's group, there were times where TJ would work so hard to get into a position, and I was on the opposing team, and it just happened to be me that got him out. Now, when you bring a brother or a close friend to a game, it's almost easier to get mad at them when they do something you don't like because you know them so well. So TJ's lying down in this perfect offensive spot that he just crawled his way to for 200 yards. And he's covered in mud and sweat, and the mosquitoes have bitten him 1,000 times, and he's getting ready to line up the kill shot, and I just raise my gun, and something on the ground just doesn't look right, so I shoot at it, and I light up his face. He's upset. He is ticked off at that point, and I understand that. That just happened to me. I've been so mad, I didn't call my hits, and I just walked out. And, it happens. That's going to happen. When me, TJ, all of us need to come to a game prepared to deal with an issue like it's not going to happen every time you get out. It's not going to happen. Honestly, I don't think it would happen 3 times in one day. If it does, you need to come to the game prepared to deal with something. That is airsoft. Go online and start watching videos of gameplay, like at fields where you pay to play. It's an issue everywhere, and some of the guys learn how to deal with it, and some of them are asked to leave because they can't handle that. That is airsoft, and when you come to a game, be prepared. Someone didn't hear you, and they're going to shoot at you again. As long as they're not intentionally lighting you up at close range, that's fine. I know airsoft has almost been an anger management course for both TJ and I, and it's been great. The more we play, the more fun we have, and the more situations we can deal with. So let's keep the insulting and the anger to a minimum. Just know situations happen, and everybody needs to come ready to deal with them. We need to be able to work together in this group to work out our problems and our differences. That goes into the next topic. We got some guys that use Polar Stars. They are amazing airsoft rifles. I don't know how or why they work so well. They can be shooting at a lower FPS than an AEG, and it just seems to have more range and accuracy. They are amazing. They are expensive. Ever since I started buying AEGs, my motto has been, you pay for the advantage. And if you're willing to pay for a $700 to $900 to $1,200 Polar Star, and it shoots that far and that accurate, you should get to use it. So I have been sarcastic on the group page at games. I made comments to Aaron like, I hate you. And it's
joking.
Right. And it's a joke. Well, it's gone too far. And I apologize. I have apologized to Aaron. I apologize to any of the Polar Starists that I've offended. I love those guns.
So much that we bought them. I bought a Polar Star. Well, I bought 2 Polar Stars. I bought 2 Polar Stars, okay? I got them for a reason because of what Andy just said. And there's been some debate, and that debate is going to end right here. We're not going to talk about it anymore. If you want to talk to us personally, that's cool. Just not on the group page. We're trying to keep it friendly, and we're trying to get more people there. So any hostility on there is that's a no-go. That falls into the language category as well. But the reason we got Polar Stars is because they're sweet. They're awesome. Mm-hmm. I don't have to tell you why you spend so much money on how much money I just spent on these Polar Stars. There's a reason I got them. and there's a reason I paid that much for them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really want to dwell on that anymore. That whole Polar Star versus AG thing, it's ending. You pay for the advantage, like you said. It's fair. No more complaining about a Polar Star gun. They paid for that. They have a right to use it. We don't exclude Polar Stars from our group for a reason, because we want people to bring what they got, and we're going to try to get everyone as high up as we can. So it's just childish. All this childish stuff, I'm done with. Real quick, we're going to switch gears. The 19th of July. So we're making this video Friday, so everyone will probably see it today or tomorrow. Action Paintball / No Limits is having an open play that day. Andy and I are going along with Alec, my little brother, Jeremy Thayer, who's been coming to the games recently, TJ, and I believe Jeremy Clark. We want everyone to be there. I made a post like a week ago or something about it. We really hope you guys will be there. So that would be sweet if everyone could be there. We could show up. We'll have a huge tent. Wolf Airsoft will just kick butt. Also, August 9th and 10th, the Fallen Warriors Field down in Ohio. It's like a 5-hour drive, so keep that in mind. Is having a grand opening of this 3-story building that they just did or are doing. If we could all take a van down there, I'll provide the van. I'll drive down there the whole way. I don't care. If you guys want to go, let me know as soon as you can. If there's like 2 people that want to go, fine, we'll go do it. But if no one wants to go, I just won't go down there. So keep that in mind. We'll talk about it tomorrow at the game, and if you guys come to Action Paintball, we'll do that too. They're also doing Fallen Warriors is doing a campaign series similar to a Milsim. So actually, a lot similar to Divided in a lot of ways. That a lot of the games carry over in the same aspect. I mean, most of the people have played it Divided, so. But they're doing something similar. At the end of September, they're going to have a game like that. So if you're interested in that, let me know, because Andy and I are definitely going, and TJ and Alec and probably Jeremy Thayer, possibly Clark. But let me know if you guys are interested in that. That'd be really cool. Andy, you got next topic.
All right. So just a quick recap. When we play at No Limits Action Paintball, whatever it's called, No Limits or Action or something. When we go to this field, if we go to Fallen Warriors in Ohio, games like that, Milsims, fields that basically, there's a fee to play on the field, but they're sweet fields. It's worth it. There's barricades, there's objectives, there's
especially Fallen Warriors. Oh my gosh.
There's referees, there's everything that Wolf doesn't have, and we'd love to someday. But you will be separated into teams, not by who you show up with, but by what you're wearing. So on top of coming to these games and being a part of Wolf, we are most likely going to wear Woodland. Traditional, tri-camo, Woodland.
Just basically any green camouflage.
Yeah,
so
you'll be on a green team.
Yeah, they usually split up to green and tan. Don't wear multicam because multicam can sway either way. Like I wore it and they said tan or green. Like
if they need guys on tan, you're going to tan basically.
Right.
So
wear like a Woodland Marpat, traditional Woodland tricolor, just flat OD green.
Yeah,
OD green. That'll work. That's about it. I mean.
Yep.
Shoot, we got the chrono and the megaphone.
Yep, the group now owns a chronograph and a megaphone, which he'll grab. Another topic that we were thinking about is some players might be busy on weekends, okay? There's chronograph. So weekends get busy, really busy. Yes, please don't. Please.
I'll turn on the siren.
So we're gonna try to throw out a weekday game here and there. Just see how it goes. How many guys show up. Some of us, no matter what, have to be up really early on weekdays. So if we play till 6, it should still be good.
Yeah.
We can do a noon to 6 game on a weekday. So we need guys to start commenting on this video on any of these topics. what weekday would work for you. Even suggest some dates, and we can work around that. I mean, as far as weekday goes, I'm pretty open. So
We're doing this all because of Jacob Knotts, because he's always telling me he can't play on weekends. So it's all your fault, Jacob.
yeah, you better give us a date and we'll make a game. And even if it's only you, we're playing. So be considering weekday. Even those of you that like your weekends are really the only free time, be trying to plan maybe on freeing up some weekday time. Okay.
Especially since we need feedback from a lot of the stuff. Like, we make these briefings, we take a lot of time out of the day thinking of stuff. We need feedback. Please give us feedback. This is your group. Let's collaborate a little bit. That'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so I'm sure I've said this before. If I haven't said it in a briefing, I've said it in person to 90% of the group. AK-47s work the best. We found CYMA AK-47s on Amazon for like $74. Now you're gonna want to buy a better battery than what comes stock with it. You're gonna want a smart charger. You're gonna want extra mags. There's a bunch of other things you to buy, but for the base gun, that's the best price that we found. Buying it on a more trusted, airsoft website. We find them for $100 all the time. You wait for Christmas time. You wait for New Year and end of year sale. TJ and I bought some for like $60. So keep your eyes open. Like, if anything, it could be your first gun, and it could then be your backup gun when you get the gun that you want. We want it to be all AKs as far as what we rent out. They're easy to work on. They're very reliable. So, with the recent purchases of better guns that have been made in my interest, a lot of guns, even some that I kind of have a sentimental attachment to, are going to go up for sale. And I'm not selling my airsoft guns to make a profit. Honestly, this is a within the group deal. You buy my guns, I want you to come to games and use the guns that I sell to you for at a loss to myself and TJ. So we'll have a list of what's for sale and the price. Be expecting $60 for some of them, $80 for other ones, and these are guns that are over $100 each. Some of them are over $150 each. So some of them are less than half price. So
also, Jeremy Thayer is bringing his CO2 pistol. I posted a picture of it about a month ago. He's bringing that, and I think that's it that we're selling.
Anytime anybody wants to sell something, it's okay. Now that kind of has something to do with, we had some issues within the group because of a sale, and we don't want any misunderstanding. So before you sell something, the guidelines need to be laid out between you and the other person. And basically, if I don't want it to affect the group, if it's a sale between you and another player, if you want it to be a group sale, then maybe the group can buy it from you to sell it. Depending on what it is, we may tell you there's no way we're going to sell that, and we're not even going to buy that to sell it in the group. So there's options, but I don't want disagreements. I hate it when, and I know people get, TJ and I get mad at each other. Caleb once told me in the car that if our car rides to work were any longer, we wouldn't be friends. But people have differences every once in a while. Everybody does.
Or every day.
Right.
Gosh. We got like no time.
Okay. So yeah, let's wrap this up.
It's like 19
59,
minutes.
58, 57.
We're wasting time. We'll see you guys at Jungle Assault. We're
Yes,
super
sir.
excited. It's at his dad's field. It's awesome. We're playing Capture the Flag, Hostage Rescue, probably Juggernaut with TJ.
Yes,
No,
in the
I'm kidding.
game.
with just his underwear. What? Any other game types? Well, obviously TDM first game. We're gonna do that. That's about it. This field is sweet. It's got like a junglish part in the middle, like for CQB, and then cool woods out there, and there's a little creek that I fell in, and that's about it. I'll see you guys.
Yep, we gotta get off. 20 seconds.
Bye. 3,
Bye.
2.